Hello everyone, my name is Matthew, and this is Learn the Lingo. Welcome back to Hebrew Basics, a series where we learn the essentials of Hebrew grammar. Today, we are going to do a practice and review of everything we've learned from lessons 45 to 48 in this series. In lesson 45, we learned about the 7 binyanim of the Hebrew verb system. You can use these binyanim, or constructions, to make different verbs from the same root. Depending on the binyan you put the root in, the resulting verb will have a different meaning. We've learned that all the verbs we've learned up until this point are in the binyan called kal or pa'al. When a root is put into this binyan, the resulting verb has the basic meaning of the root. During these past few lessons, we've also been learning how to use the binyan called Piel or Piel. If a root is used both in the kal and the Piel verb will often have a more intense meaning than the kal verb. For example, the verb lishvor in the kal binyan means to break, while the Piel verb lashaber means to break to pieces, a more intense meaning. You can put the root kuf pet sari into the kal binyan to make likfot, to jump, or you can put it in the Piel binyan to make lakapet, which has a more intense meaning, to jump up and down. Other times, if a root is in both the kal and the Piel verb will mean to cause to do the basic action of the kal. For example, the basic kal verb from the root lamed mem dalet is lilmod, which means to learn. The Piel verb from this root, lalamed, means to cause to learn, or in other words, to teach. Another example is the root mem lamed aleph. The kal verb from this root is limlo, which means to be full or to be filled. The Piel verb lamale means to cause to be filled, or just to fill. And some roots are just used in the Piel without any relationship to the kal binyan. For example, the root dalet beit resh is used in the Piel to have a meaning of speaking, as in the verb ladaber, to speak or to talk. All these Piel verbs have been in the infinitive form, to speak, to jump up and down, or to fill. With these, we can notice the pattern for the Piel infinitive. We have a lamed, which means to, with a shva, the first root letter with a patach, the second root letter with a ragesh and sere, and the third root letter. Let's say I want to teach you, where the I is masculine and the you is masculine plural. I is ani, and the verb want is the masculine singular form of the present tense, rotse. To teach is the Piel infinitive from the root lamed mem dalet, lalamed. And you, masculine plural, as the definite direct object of the verb, is etchem. Ani rotze lalamed etchem. I want to teach you. Ani rotze lalamed etchem. Let's also say, you do not need to jump up and down, where the you you're talking to is a girl. You will be the feminine singular pronoun at, and not is lo. Need is the feminine singular form of the word tzarich, which is tzaricha, and the verb to jump up and down will be the Piel infinitive from the root kuf pet sari, lakapetz. At lo tzaricha lakapetz. You do not need to jump up and down. At lo tzaricha lakapetz. The masculine singular form of a Piel present tense will start with a mem with shva, and then have the root letters with the same vowels as they do in the infinitive. For example, the masculine singular form of the present tense speaks will be madaber. The feminine singular form of the present tense will be made by taking the masculine singular form, shortening its sere to a segol, and adding another segol and a tav at the end. Madaberet, speaks in feminine singular form. The masculine plural and feminine plural forms change this vowel on the second root letter to a shva, And then the masculine plural form adds im to get madabarim, speak in masculine plural form, and the feminine plural form adds ot to get madabrot, speak in feminine plural form. Let's say he breaks the plate to pieces. He is hu, and the verb breaks to pieces will be the masculine singular form of the Piel present tense, mashaber. The plate is hatsalachat, which is the definite direct object of the verb mashaber, which means that the preposition et must go before it. That makes hu mashaber et hatsalachat. He breaks the plate to pieces. Hu mashaber et hatsalachat. Let's say we speak with the policeman, where the we is a group of both men and women. We is anachnu. The verb speak will be the masculine plural form of the Piel present tense, madabrim. With is im, and the policeman is hashoter. Anachnu madabrim im hashoter. We speak with the policeman. Anachnu madabrim im hashoter. When making the Piel infinitive of a verb that ends with hey, that infinitive will end with a vav with cholam and tav instead of a tsere and that third root letter hey. We see this in the verb lachakot, to wait, which is from the root chet kaf hey. And if a root ends with ein or chet in the Piel infinitive, there will be a patach under that last letter, as in the verb lanatseach, which means to win. If a root ends with hey, it is also irregular in the Piel present tense. Let's see the four forms of the present tense of the root chet kaf hey. Machake is the masculine singular form of the verb waits. Machaka is the feminine singular form. Machakim is the masculine plural form. And machakot is the feminine plural form. If a root ends with ein or chet, the masculine singular and feminine singular forms of the present tense are irregular. The masculine singular Piel present tense wins is manatseach, which has a patach under that last letter chet. And the feminine singular form is manatsachat, which has two patachs under the last root letters instead of the usual two sagols. If the second root letter of a Piel present tense is aleph, ein, chet, or hey, in the masculine and feminine plural forms, the vowel under that letter will be a patach shva instead of just a shva. The masculine plural Piel present tense verb play is masahakim, and the feminine plural form is masahakot. Finally, if a root ends with aleph, the feminine singular form of its Piel present tense will be irregular. For example, mamalet, fills in feminine singular form. This verb has just one sere under the second root letter, instead of two sagols on the second and third root letters. Let's say the children play in the park. The children is hayladim. Remember that the masculine plural word yaladim can mean children or boys, a mixed group of both men and women, or a group of all men. Since the subject is masculine plural, the verb play will be the masculine plural form of the Piel present tense, masahakim. Play. In the park is bapark. Hayladim masahakim bapark. The children play in the park. Hayladim masahakim bapark. Let's say I want to win, where the I is a woman. I is ani, and want is the feminine singular form of the kal present tense, rotsa. To win is the Piel infinitive, lanatseach. Ani rotsa lanatseach. I want to win. Ani rotsa lanatseach. Let's make the Hebrew translation of she fills the cups. She is he, which is a feminine singular subject. So the verb fills will be the feminine singular form of the Piel present tense, mamalet. The cup, Singular is hakos. Like most other feminine words, to make the plural of kos, we add an ot ending. Hakosot, the cups. Since hakosot is the definite direct object of the verb mamalet, the preposition et goes before it. Hi mamalet et hakosot. She fills the cups. Hi mamalet et hakosot. Let's end today by saying, they wait for 17 minutes. They can be the masculine heim, which needs the masculine plural form of the Piel present tense, mahakim. Wait. For, talking about for a period of time, is b'meshach. Minutes is dakot, a feminine noun, which needs the feminine number, shava esrei, 17. Heim machakim b'meshach shva esrei dakot. They wait for 17 minutes. Heim machakim b'meshach shva esrei dakot. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you want to learn more Hebrew, please consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some of my other videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.